So I just got back from a event at the library in my town of Kansas City, the Plaza Library. My dog is down here because he's excited that we're home, and you'll probably hear my husband and my son in the background. We went to see an author named John Cheska. He's the guy that wrote the Time Warp Trio books and The Stinky Cheese Man and other fairly ridiculous tales or something like that. And as I was sitting there, I was struck by, I heard about this event through social networking. And I actually, because of social networking, I left my house and went somewhere to sit with other people and take in an event. And it's something I think about for us musicians quite a bit. The way our community is working these days, we often use Facebook to replace going out and actually dealing with people. We use Twitter to comment on an event even as it's happening, rather than letting the event filter through us and then commenting on it later. And if you're tweeting while it's happening, are you really there? Are you letting, or have you've taken yourself out of the event to comment on the event? So are you really there at all? And so tonight, sitting there in an audience full of, John Cheska is a children's book author, so mostly full of kids, but a lot of adults too, because he has that kind of humor. I realized that this is what we do as performers. This is the kind of no matter what our craft, no matter what our art, our job is to help people to come together as a community of people who think differently and people who have different ideas and different ways of thinking about the life. Help them all come together in one place and experience art together. And as they experience art together, they experience a sense of greater humanity, and they experience a sense of being one community, even if that one community is made up of variant ideological positions and philosophies. And so I came out of this event tonight really much stronger on my ideas that social networking is very important. It's very important for spreading the word about what we do. It is very important for communicating what we do. And there's no getting around it. It is something that is the wave of the future. But we need to be really careful about how we integrate social networking into our marketing, and never let social networking take the place of coming together live and in person and experiencing art. So never let recordings take the place of performing live. Never let a video on YouTube take the place of performing live. Performing live is always going to be very, very important, because there is nothing more electric than being in a room with people who are creating the art, and also being around the people who are experiencing it live. So social networking, yay, but use it to help create a sense of community in real, live, living terms. This is about the shortest vlog I've ever done. But it's really important. So every time, think about social networking and think about how you can make it work for you and how you can help it further your art without cheapening your art. And it's certainly something that I would, everybody has a different opinion and everybody has different ways of thinking. I do have a blog on the subject. I talk a lot on this blog about Eric Whitaker's virtual choir, yay or nay. You'll find that blog address below. But do some thinking about it. Social networking can be a really, really helpful tool, as long as we use it as a tool and not an end to a means.